Who would have thought that the design of your menu is actually critical to selling what's on it, rather than just the ingredients or the dishes themselves, which I find fascinating. Here to talk about it a little bit more is Ali Carter from Catercos.
Hello, Alan.
Hello. Now, what is it in a menu that actually entices people to buy one dish above the other? I thought it was just, if it was steak, I would be buying it.
You see, it's all a bit more complicated than that. Yeah, fair enough. You can have just a list of dishes. A lot of places do just a list of dishes, one above the other, above the other. There's a little bit of science that goes into this, and it's called something, it follows the Gutenberg diagram of Idwell, okay, which the Gutenberg discovered, as it were. I don't know what he was doing discovering it, but he did. He discovered that the eye goes in a certain pattern when it's reading a piece of text. It doesn't just read it line by line by line. It kind of flits around a little bit. And so what it does is it starts off in the left. We all read from the left in this country. And it starts and it focuses there, and then it follows a Z pattern. So it kind of goes across in a straight line to the top right. And then what clever menu designs do is they make it linger in that top right by putting a little box out or a little picture or something to keep the eye interested. And so that becomes a bit of a hotspot on the menu.
And that's where you put your premium dishes?
Absolutely, because once you understand that there are certain hotspots on the menu, and I can show you on this menu, once you understand that, you can then put your your most profitable dishes in the hotspots.
And is this what this menu's done that you're
Absolutely.
holding here
This is
now?
actually one of my old menus when I first put this into practice. So this one, you can clearly see that we start off in the top left and we put a little box around the salads. Now, salads are a really high margin item, and not only that, they're really easy to prepare. You can have a semi-skilled person preparing them. So we want to sell a lot of those because we can bang them out quick and they're high margin for us.
Right.
So then moving across in the top right, we've got another box, which is actually our single most profitable dish. And that was our handmade burger. And this was going back a few years before burgers became so trendy. And believe me, we sold thousands of these burgers, and that was great news because we made the most money from these dishes. So those two, the top left across to top right, then the eye does a diagonal Z shape down.
It doesn't flow straight down the page.
It doesn't flow straight down.
Right.
No, it actually then goes from top right to bottom left in a diagonal pattern. So you can use that diagonal to actually draw the eye to another hot spot in the bottom hand side there. And then finally it ends up obviously at the bottom on the right hand side.
And so this menu is laid out on a sort of slightly bigger than an A4 piece of paper, I guess, and laminated, and it's got two columns, and that's the way it goes. And is that always the way in which things should be laid out on a menu? Or I mean, it's a good working principle, but I've seen menus that I've go back to the places and I don't think they do this. So
maybe they're missing a trick.
Maybe they're missing a trick, that's true, but are there other things, other ways in which people
for example, just putting a box around something will draw the eye to it, wherever it is on the menu.
Right.
These two items that I'm showing you here, curry and lemon sole,
so halfway down really.
They stand out quite a lot and your eye goes to them. Now the reason why is because the font size, it's the same font design, but the font size gone up 1 point. And so they're just slightly bigger. Okay, little trick.
Yeah.
And then on this menu, we've got similar things, but little tricks. Here we've got little images that look fun.
And this is from somewhere else. This is a totally different.
This is a totally
layout
different
menu.
one.
Mind you, I say totally. It actually does have a left and a right column with food across.
With box out, and again, look,
Already.
top right, the burgers again, because they're the most profitable dishes. They're the ones that we want people to buy. That these people want the people to buy as well. And they'll put against, on here, they've got a little cup and saucer, you see, against join us for a coffee. Coffee, very, very profitable dish.
Yes.
We want people to buy coffee a lot. And so by just putting that little cup and saucer there, it takes the eye to it and it makes you go, oh, yeah, I think I might have a cup of coffee.
This is the appliance of science. It's absolutely amazing. And so as an intelligent buyer, it doesn't make any difference, does it really? I suppose, but to the restaurateur, it makes a lot of difference.
And also how you describe things. Don't forget, you got plain fish and chips. That's cool. We'll get $4.95 for that, no problem. Or we've got line caught fresh cod with hand-crafted beer batter served with giant Jenga triple cooked chips, $4.95 or maybe $9.95.
I'm going to go with $9.95 at least for that.
So yeah, there's lots of other little ways that you can do it. The top two lines and the bottom line of any block of text, again, put your most profitable line there and it will sell more than anything else. Tried and tested, guarantee.
It sounds brilliant advice. Ali, thank you so much. Once again, a brilliant education. I never knew this stuff.
Thank you, Alan. Thanks.